Hey, it's Lucy again, and for this video, I'm going to be doing the Joy of Christmas book tag. Hoorah! So I was tagged by Cuckoo for Books. She tagged me on Twitter, so I'll be linking her video down below in the description box. And it's been a year since she tagged me, because I felt like last year for some reason I felt like I couldn't squeeze in some of the Christmas book tag schedules. So I guess I'm able to do that this year. Hooray! So I'm going to be linking down her video plus the video of the original creator if I'm able to look for it. So, let's begin! First would be anticipation. Christmas excitement is real. What book release or releases are you most anticipated? Now, honestly, I am not much of a new releases person, as you got observed in my channel. You folks notice that I'm more into the backlist reads. But for the sake of answering this question, and honestly, there are some releases next year that I'm looking forward. Although I haven't read the books yet in the series. Anyway, so I'm talking about Arusha and the Tree of Wishes by Roshni Chokshi. I'm definitely excited to get into the Arusha series and start. And the other one would be Imagine Me by Tahera Mafi. Now, this book series is the final one in the continuation of the Shatter Me series. I have yet to read Restore Me, so I'm definitely looking forward for these books and hopefully I'll love them. Hoorah! Question number 2, Christmas songs and carols. What book or author can you not help but sing its praises? Now for this question, I decided to go with 3 books that I think that should be raved more, that should be talked about more. Just in my take. Okay, and now I'm talking about these books if you guys have been watching my channel. Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. Oh my goodness, this is a book that is not meant to have any or categorized as suspense, but for me it is suspense, which I really love, and this is the example wherein you just cared about every moment and you just got worried about what's gonna happen next. So that for me is what I'm looking for, a book that not necessarily is a thriller or a mystery book, but has thriller or mystery elements in it. So if you guys are into some mystery and thriller and would like to get into romance, I recommend this one by Nicholas Sparks. And another book that I rave about and I gave 5 out of 5 would be Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. Now for me in this series, this is the best one. You just don't know what you're gonna get. And you guys can watch my review, which I'll be linking down on my channel. So I just love this book so much, and it's something that for me is unexpected, so yay! And the last one would be Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batakan. I think that I got a little tongue-tied right over there, just like good old days. Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batakan. Now I believe that this should be considered as a classic, and if there should be any kind of required reading for school, especially in the Philippines, definitely this one. You folks should read it. Hoorah! The next question would be Gingerbread Houses. What book series has wonderful world building? So I'm going to have to go with a couple of books here, which are Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Now I just recently filmed a reading vlog about this, and I've always said in that vlog that I really love the world. I love the way that they describe Vermont. Maybe it's because I'm into aspiring going to Vermont one day. Probably that would be the case, but regardless, I think it made me even want to go more. So good job, Maureen Johnson. And the other one that for me is just time travel, or no, not time traveling, United States traveling, I should say. And as you folks know, I'm from the Philippines, and reading this book kind of gave me that thrill of visualizing traveling from like East Coast to West Coast, something like that. You folks in the United States would probably, explain it to me in a better way, but what I'm talking about would be the Heroes of the Olympus series, particularly Lost Hero was able to depict a great world of, the demigod or the camp half-blood, camp other worlds, Yes, I just love the fact that the way they built United States plus, Greek mythology. It's like such a great mixture. So I definitely would recommend this one. Oh, I just love this book so far. This one by Lost Hero is my favorite in the series. So, and another honorable mention. It's not really like a part of a series, at least for now. I don't know. Samantha Sada will be creating a sequel for this. Who knows? Authors can just come up with anything they want. And I'm talking about, here you go, Forever After. Now, it depicted the beaches so vividly and beautifully, and even those other scenes, like not only Boracay, but her travel, the camp and all, it's just so beautiful. 4. A Christmas Carol. Favorite classic or one that you want to read? Now, I'm gonna have to go with a favorite classic for this prompt, and it would have to be Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. I remember reading this when I was in 4th grade, and I enjoyed the story of like wherein the Prince and the Pauper decided to switch and experience what it's like to be the other. It's just one of those books that I just really enjoyed, and I just couldn't wait what's going to happen and take it from there. So I even watched some movie adaptations of it, and it's just really beautiful. I believe it was in Hallmark Channel, which I think now it's called Diva Channel, Diva Universal here in the Philippines. Anyway, it's a great book. It's a great classic. I definitely recommend Prince of the Pauper. Number 5 would be Christmas Sweets. What book would you love to receive for Christmas? Now, this is a very difficult question because there's a lot. Obviously, because I'm a bookworm, I'm a bibliophile, so I would love to own a lot of books, ideally. So this was really hard, and I was like thinking about it, like how at least the safest one would be how I wish I can own like all the books in a series, But I gotta pick, and I decided to narrow it down to 2 for now, so I'm gonna have to go with A Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan, because that's the only one that is missing in my Heroes of the Olympus series, and the other one would be A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. Now, as you folks know, for me in terms of Truly Devious, it was kind of like okay for me, but I'm still hopeful that the series will get better. A lot of folks said that Vanishing Stair was better, and a lot of people kind of relate Truly Devious to this one because of like the mystery element that it has, so I'm definitely curious like how I'm gonna feel about it, if this will be better for me. But I would love to read it and own it, hopefully. Please give them to me for Christmas. I would love it. Next would be Candles in the Window. What book gives you that warm feeling? Okay, so, or warm, fuzzy feeling. Now, I've thought about the books that I read that, for me, when I thought of this prompt, I wanted something that was completely like light and warm for me, because some of the other books that are like considered fluffy contemporary that I read have some, down like moments, which is inevitable. And the one that is closest for me for this prompt would have to be The Wedding by Nicholas Sparks. Now, this is the sequel for The Notebook. Now, it's a very popular movie, as you folks know, and I ended up liking this a lot more compared to The Notebook. Honestly, I felt like The Notebook was overhyped. I just didn't connect it as much as how other folks did. But with this one, The Wedding, I was just so hooked into it. Like, it was just so light. You get to learn more about relationships. So I definitely recommend this one. You know, if honestly, I think that you can just skip the Notebook. But if you still want to read that one, go ahead. The wedding kind of brings some of the characters in that are from the Notebook. So, hoorah! Number 7 is Christmas trees and decorations. What are some of your favorite book covers? Now, you folks know if you've been watching some of my other videos, I am trash for like brown covers, and just to name a few, I'm gonna show you. And if you watch my BookTube color tag, Sea of Monsters is one of like my favorite book covers. Not only that it's brown, but I just love the aesthetic of it. I just love like the little eye right over there. And the other books that hopefully I can own, and I love the covers of these, would be The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. Just love the composition, the mixture of like the cowboy boots plus the brown, like wall brown, like chocolate. And another one would be King of Scars by Lee Bardugo. Now this is not exactly like brown, but it's like gold, which kind of reminds me of caramel. So kind of like what reminds me of like delicious caramel or chocolates. They look like yummy covers. And this one, it's kind of like a little like bronze, so it kind of passes as brown for me. And I saw this in Haley and Book Plan's like bookstore vlogs, which is one of like my favorite videos of her. Now this is called Ink by Alice Broadway. Now that cover is just so beautiful. I hope I get to see a copy of it in the Philippines. Otherwise, maybe I am bound to buy it when I'm either in Canada or in the United States, if it is sold in the United States. So I wouldn't know, folks. I love these covers, but those are just to name a few. Christmas Joy. Now this is just going to talk about favorite things or memories that you have for Christmas. Now I would have to say, like, especially when I was younger, a lot younger, I enjoy like the Christmas parties, you know, receiving gifts, exchange gifts. Those are like the exciting things. Now, of course, one thing that I always look forward would be a Christmas vacation. Now, there was only one year that I didn't have like a lengthy one, which is in 2016, because I ran out of paid time off. So yeah, that was the only year that I only had like short holiday breaks, and I still had to like go to work on the non-holiday ones. But for the most part, throughout the years, I've always been kind of like on vacation or just on a break, you know, just to kind of like recharge, you know, and listening to all these like Christmas songs, Christmas themes from different TV networks here in the Philippines. I think that's like the best part, and the most like some of just the memorable things here. You know, it's great like celebrating Christmas here in the Philippines. A lot of Filipinos are overseas who say it's so fun here. So yes, if you folks have the opportunity to celebrate Christmas, come, hoorah! I'm gonna be tagging Fantastic Bookworm. I'm gonna be tagging Alias, because I know Alias loves Christmas, and Chrissy Books and Berries. And if you're watching this video and you want to do this tag, bam, consider yourself tagged in. So I hope you folks liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. Also be putting down the links and my social media handles, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Let us continue seeking for wisdom and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.